Entertainment tonight on Television South. At 7, Amos is on the Antiques Trail.
It's a question of taste, Jack. I don't think Mr. Wilkes is ready for this yet.
From old treasures to old bangers with the Brothers McGregor at 7:30. 8 brings This Week, and half an hour later, Never the Twain. At 9, LA Law. Prisoner Cell Block H is followed by The Belle of Amherst, about the life of poet Emily Dickinson. Programmes tonight on Television South.
James, who was once content with an ordinary cookie. A discerning chap was Jim, whose love of cookies was more than a whim. Unfortunately, this one just didn't suit him. It was on this ferry on the sea, young James discovered a Maryland cookie. For just a few pence more, he spotted real chocolate chips galore. Discontented with his lot, the Promenade shop proved the winning shot. Maryland, a cookie of superior character.
Breakfast, sir.
Just leave it outside.
Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. Delicious golden flakes of corn encrusted with honey, nuts and brown sugar, which makes them quite the most irresistible breakfast imaginable. Kellogg's Crunchy Nut Cornflakes. The trouble is they taste too good.
Beverly went ages ago. What you doing with those?
Can't just starve.
If you get up in time for breakfast, you wouldn't have to starve.
You open, love?
Yeah, just about.
Dad never stops eating pot noodles.
Doesn't he?
Every time he goes past that pot noodle shop.
Jason, off to school.
My husband won't touch pot noodles. He just keeps going on and on about the good old days of proper wholesome food. And why don't I get him them TV dinners anymore? You know, the ones with mashed potatoes and peas and chicken and a little bowl of savoury stuffing.
Science marches on, I suppose.
Do you know why people's corpses take so long to rot nowadays?
No, love.
Because of all the preservatives. They'll last 1,000 years, my body will.
Jason, may the Lord preserve and keep you, as they used to say to us in Sunday school.
See ya.
Bye-bye, love.
We had a foreign gentleman came to preach to us once. Oh, may the Lord pickle and keep you, he said. Lad, we could have died. He's a nice lad.
Is he?
It's a difficult age.
Yeah.
At least he's got a nice, sensible haircut. You want to see me sister's lad, you could sweep your chimneys with him. Have you got a Valentine card?
I'm sorry, we don't sell cards. Anyway, it was on Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I wasn't working on Saturday. I'll have to try up the post office. There's ever such a nice young man up at the motel where I work.
Well, we've still got a few flowers left.
Oh, yes, very nice, but I wanted a card. A funny one, you know, with something rude on, so that I could put the wind up at that girlfriend of his. Ooh, she's a proper little hussy.
Is she?
I can't get in that chalet for days on end to vacuum, you know. She's a temptress.
Well, is there anything else I can get you?
Well, I'll have a tin of rice pudding. Us old married women, eh? We know all about that sort of thing, don't we?
Debbie said you'd have your eagle eye on the books before you were back on your feet, and she was right.
Who's this trainee manager on 9,000 a year living in?
Ah, yes, well...
£9,000 living in for a trainee manager?
He's a bit older than most and more experienced.
He should be on 6,000, top whack.
I've got great plans for Charles Mycroft, don't you worry.
Charles Mycroft? The one that Debbie told me about?
That's right.
She said that if he ran a sweet shop, the jelly babies would run a mile.
He's all right. Frankly, It's that other Mr. Hoity-Toity that's going to be the headache.
Who's that?
Mrs. Friedman's stepson, Master Daniel.
Debbie says that he's a bit different, that's all.
I don't pay him to be different. I pay him to work. Anyway, she only says that because he takes her to fish restaurants.
He's nice looking, I'll say that
He's
for him.
intelligent. But he's a lazy so-and-so, and I can't abide laziness.
And what about the rest of them? Are you still bullying that poor Mr. Darby?
Well, I don't know what the fella did with himself till I come along. I and Mrs. Freeman's Times every morning, I dare say.
And the gardener.
Oh, Mr. Chance. I think I'll set him to digging over and planting out when the springtime comes.
Tommy.
He's competent, mind you. Which is more than I can say for a lot of people who work at Crossroads.
Oh, dear. Trouble ahead.
Yes, love.
Hello, Doc. Don't they feed you at that boarding house of yours? You shouldn't be hungry if you've had a proper breakfast.
Well, I had a proper breakfast, but I got a big appetite.
You certainly have. Well, suppose it's carting all them cases around.
Look what you've been buying.
Well, it's a special card for a very special person. It's a Valentine.
Well, I got one of them. Do you want to see it?
Oh, aren't you lucky? I just live in hopes when it comes to my Ron. Roses are red, violets aren't blue. They're purple and green, and so are you. From a secret admirer. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know who it's from?
Oh, no, you're not supposed to know.
No, but you can guess.
It's not Mr. handwriting.
Oh, well, you just have to wait and see what happens, eh?
Who's yours for?
Well, that'd be telling, wouldn't it?
Well, I can keep secrets. Is it for Mr. Darby?
Him? He'd be lucky to get on my Christmas card list. Oh, well, I'll give you a clue, so long as you promise not to breathe a word.
Oh, I promise.
Well, he's tall and dark and handsome, and he works at the leisure centre.
Mr. France.
Mrs. Freeman? No, sir. Mr. Lancaster's in her office. He's going through some papers with his wife.
And where is she?
Well, she's still away.
What?
She hasn't been heard of since Tuesday.
Oh, she said she was going to be away for a couple of days.
If you want my opinion, sir, it's going to take her more than a couple of days to resolve her problem. She's had some nasty shocks lately.
Yes, I know. Where did she go?
To be honest, sir, I don't think she wanted anybody to know that. She certainly didn't say a word to me.
Well, she must have left a contact number. What happens if anything went wrong here?
We're in the capable hands of Mr. Lancaster. Heaven help us.
Don't you worry, Darby. Take it from me. Lancaster will look after you. Be prepared to do me a little favour.
Just say the word, sir.
Get me the number of the Royal Albert and lend me an A to Z of London.
Hey, what's this?
Hands off. It's probably just another late Valentine. I thought I was running a bit short. Good Lord.
Nasty letter from the bank manager.
No, it is a Valentine, but it can't be for me. I don't know anybody with that bad taste. Must be from Mycroft.
It can't be. He's not tall, dark and handsome.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Certainly not. You've had all you're getting from me.
Really?
Idiot. I wonder who it's from.
Well, it's probably from some lovesick little chambermaid. There's one who blushes every time she comes in to do my bed.
Well, just you keep your hands off. They're not there to keep you amused, you know.
No, but you are.
I know who it was.
Who?
It was that cow, Debbie Lancaster.
Don't be ridiculous.
Of course it was. She looks at you like a man-eating tiger.
Tigress, surely. Girl tigers are tigresses.
She's not a girl. She's practically middle-aged.
She's all of 26.
26? She's 30 if she's a day. And she looks like the back end of a bus.
I think she's quite attractive.
You fancy her?
I didn't say that. I just said I think she's
You
quite
rotten
attractive.
pig. You knew it was from her all along.
I'm quite sure that Debbie Lancaster is above sending tacky little Valentine cards.
I suppose you think she'll be able to pull a few strings now that you haven't got Nicola looking after you.
Oh, come off it, Fee. I can't help it if somebody sticks a Valentine under the door. Could be from anybody. Lorraine or Mandy, Anne-Marie, Michelle, the girl from the lounge bar at the Running Stag.
Well, if Debbie Lancaster thinks she's going to get her claws into you, she can think again.
4.75, 80, 95 pounds, thanks. Look, I'll try and get it in for you by next week. Right, bye-bye. We'll go and have a cup of tea as soon as Bev gets back. Look, why don't you go upstairs and wait?
All right, Margaret, I know when I'm in the way.
Not in the
Not
way.
as if I'm not used to being on my own, what with Mrs. Aldwinkle laid up and me stuck in the house all day long. I don't suppose I'd recognise a blessed soul up the bingo anymore.
Not recognise. You're never away from that place.
May you be forgiven.
You're always winning. A bottle of wine here, a Sunday joint there.
Sunday joint? What good's a £5 leg of lamb to a lonely widow?
Well, we'd have shared it with you.
Oh, cupboard love. Love me, love my joint. You're too busy to visit me anymore, and I can't very well carry a joint across a continent to King's Oak, now can I?
Has Blanchett phoned for me?
No. Oh, damn, please. Language? I don't suppose you recognise your grandmother anymore.
He said he'd be here yesterday and he wasn't. Why hasn't he phoned? He's working.
Don't you chase the boys. You let the boys chase after you.
He won't phone. I know he won't. I'll never see him again. In fact, I'll never see anyone in this dump. Do you know, I might as well be stuck in Toy Town with Noddy and Big Ears for all I'll ever see of real life.
Beverly!
She wants her mouth washing out with soap.
Yeah,
Speaking
all right,
to a
Mum.
mother like that.
Look, could you hold the fort just for a moment? I'll go and speak to her.
Wait a minute. If you think I can work this till you're wrong, you have to be Einstein to understand one of those tills.
If you need any help, just shout me. I'm going to sort that girl out once and for all.
We've got a very good relationship going. Me and my cats. Tigger is an extrovert and Will loves everybody and likes to get his nose into everything. Tabitha is more shy, but very affectionate. They do have something in common. They both eat whiskers, and that's all they'll eat. I think the Whiskers people have obviously given a lot of thought to what they put in the whiskers, and it is obviously good. Whiskers is real food. They definitely prefer whiskers. I've never had any trouble having healthy, happy cats, and I've always fed them whiskers, so there's got to be a relationship there somewhere, hasn't there?
Best ever whiskers. In tests, 8 out of 10 owners who expressed a preference said their cats preferred it.
Bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. Oh, bright lights, big city, gone to my baby's head. Oh, I tried to tell the woman, but she don't believe a word I said.
Wash the city out of your hair every day with new Nivea shampoo and Nivea conditioner.
This is the only domestic vacuum cleaner in the world that washes, Vax. Vax has a unique washing action, continuously drawing clean water deep into the fibers, getting dirt like this out of the cleanest looking carpets. Result, cleaner, brighter carpets that will stay looking new. Vax will wash out spills instantly, leaving your floors clean and dry. And Vax is also a super light, super powerful vacuum cleaner that cleans everything from carpets to curtains. Vax, the only domestic vacuum cleaner in the world that washes.
For those of you who like your daily bran, here's a delicious new idea. Weetabix Top Bran. All the goodness of your usual bran, but a little crunchier and a lot tastier, with added raisins, almonds, and apple. Top Bran. High fiber for people with taste.
Wouldn't it be delicious if you could get that rich golden taste in a spreadable form? Well, now you can, in the shape of Krona. We've double blended it to make it spreadable. Simple when you know how. New Krona double blend margarine, the rich golden taste, but spreadable.
Isn't any better better while I'm at school. I'm still miserable.
Rubbish.
I hate all my new friends.
Now, look, Beverly,
There's
you just got to...
whoever even speaks to me.
Beverly, you've got to keep on trying. Give it 3 months.
3 months? Mum, I could be dead in 3 months.
Yeah, well, that's true enough if you go on playing up like this.
It won't ever be different. Everyone hates me.
There's kids telephoning for you all the time. Your dad's sick of people asking for Chloe.
Teachers hate me.
Did something happen to upset you at school today?
And Dad hates me. Mind you, he hates Ranjit as well.
Oh, Beverly.
It's true, though. I bet he only made you move over here to get me away from Ranjit, didn't he?
Don't be stupid. Your dad grumbles about being here almost as much as you do.
Yeah, well, he's always telling his stupid, boring jokes about packets.
Look, it's just his way. It's hard for fathers when the little girls grow up. And you're growing up too fast by half.
Yeah, well, I could murder him. He's jealous, that's all. Just because me and Ranjit are going to make something of ourselves.
Are you?
I was going to before I was dragged out to this place.
Beverly, the move was all my doing. You know it was. Look, I meant it for the best. I did it for you and Jason so you could make something of your lives.
Yeah, well, it's just making me unhappy. That's all it's making me. Oh, look, Mum, can't we go back to Wheelie Castle? It's not right for us here, honest, it isn't.
Hello, Duck.
Guess who's in the top mast set then?
I wonder.
Well, it's not Dad. It's not our Bev.
I never thought I'd have a grandson who was brain of Britain. Not when my Margaret ran off and married your father. It's a bit of chocolate.
Tom, when you're in top mast set, you get to do your exams early, and you get to do statistics.
You'll be able to help your mum with all the shop business.
Yeah, if she asks me what's 300 weight in kilograms, I'll tell her the sine over the angle of x is the opposite over the hypotenuse.
Don't you go upstairs? Your sister's having one of her tantrums.
So?
Stupid Burke's just dumped these boxes here and driven off.
Some people don't like hard work. I bet you those are ever say, have they?
Well, not like I say, Benny. Come on, let's get these inside and then we'll unpack them later.
Was it a surprise?
Well, no, not really. There's nothing very exciting about a few boxes of dried prunes.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. I meant the card.
What card?
Oh, I can't tell you, but it was nice, wasn't it?
How do you know about the card? I mean, do you know who sent it?
Yeah.
Well, who was it?
Oh, you're not supposed to know.
Oh, Lord, look, it's very important that I find out.
Yeah, but I said I wouldn't say nothing because it'd spoil it.
All right, look. Look, if I guess who it was, you will tell me, won't you? Now, was it Lorraine?
No.
Anne-Marie?
No.
I can see we're going to be here all day.
The cling peaches are on that shelf over there, just near the baking stuff, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Is it just these that you want?
Yes, thank you.
Nan! Oh, flipping heck! Oh, don't look at me, I'll go and get changed. You know, I was tugged up to the queue yesterday and never turned up, and now look at me.
You look fine.
Liar, I look like something out of the Titanic. Just don't go away, hold it there, okay?
Sorry about that, madam. Can I help you?
Yes, please. I'd like to be served.
Jace? Jace? Jace! What? Flipping at you like a flipping zombie with them things on. I said go and mind the shop. Why? Because I'm going out, that's why.
Sorry about yesterday, but you know what these family occasions are like.
Yeah, well, I don't actually. It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters.
I went out with Sarah, so you wouldn't have got me after 7 anyway. Mum and Dad was out as well. In fact, there was only Judge Dredd in the flat. I mean, he just plugs himself into his Walkman and ignores the phone. Basically, he's not even a human.
I felt terrible. My father wouldn't let me out. He said it would be disrespect to the family. I had to understand.
Blimey!
You should have been there. Every cousin twice removed was there.
Oh, yeah?
My mum and my aunties were in the kitchen making food all day, forming the perfect chapati hour by hour.
You might want to come over to our house for a change. Mum ain't done any decent cooking for ages.
Your mother works really hard, you know. You should learn how to cook.
I know. I will one day. My mum was right. She said you'd come.
Well, it took me about half an hour to worm it out of him, but he succumbed to the Freeman Inquisition in the end.
Poor old Mrs. Tardy Big. I don't think I've got much to worry about there.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a pretty soft spot for redheads.
You needn't think it's so funny. I was determined never to speak to you ever again.
Well, that would have been your lookout. Now, can we please go in for some coffee?
In a sec. First, make me a promise.
What?
Promise me that you'll never ask that Debbie Lancaster out. Not even if she's the last woman on earth.
All right, I promise.
Nope, you've got to say it.
All right, I will not ask that Debbie Lancaster out, even if she's the last girl on earth.
Woman! Woman on earth!
Right, even if she's the last woman on earth. Happy now?
You can get me that coffee now.
Hello, Margaret Rice here. Oh, hello, Mrs. Meacher. No, I'd only ordered flowers for the one day. Well, perhaps Sid could pick some up at the florist's if he's going into town. Yes, I should think red roses will be a little cheaper now we're past the 14th. Okay. Yeah, fine. Bye-bye. Jason, couldn't you have picked up the phone?
It's always for Chloe these days.
Well, it wasn't, as it happens. It was my best customer.
All right, then. I'll see you again soon.
When will that be, do you think?
No, I don't know. My dad's starting to put his foot down over the van. He says me and my brother use it too much for our social life.
Flipping parents, honestly.
He's right, though. He does need it more now the orders are coming in. I just suppose I'll have to check out the bus timetable for King's Oak.
A bus to Sleepy Hollow? You must be joking. You might as well come on a milk float.
It's really nice here. Why can't you see it from your mother's point of view? Look, I will come.
You will phone me as well, won't you?
Yeah, well, that's another thing. My dad started to put his foot down over the phone as well. He says we're always on the phone to each other, and the orders don't get through. Just perhaps you better not phone me at all.
What are we supposed to do? Write letters to each other for the rest of our lives?
Perhaps you could come over for a party.
You must be joking. After what happened at Kate's last year? I mean, whose mum's going to let us have another party after that?
I suppose so.
All I remember was when Kate's dad came in and Rick poured all his booze into the Coke.
If my dad hears about that party...
Probably chain you to your second cousin once removed for the rest of your life, eh? And we'd both be like prisoners, wouldn't we?
Tonight at 9, LA Law and a deal gone wrong.
I don't think Irvin will really pull out his business.
You haven't told him yet.
I can't get hold of him.
Well, you'll be sure and let me know when you do.
And it isn't only business that's suffering.
I don't remember anything that happened after we left Leland's party. For all I know, it never happened at all.
It was the sexiest night of my life.
LA Law, tonight at 9 on Television South.
Find out if Joe's at the bottom of a conspiracy after the break.
What's going on? What's all of this then?
Restart, mate. Been on the dole long?
Quite a while.
So was I. Right, follow me.
If you've been out of work for some time,
you'll be getting a restart letter asking you into your job centre. You'll find a new range of things on offer to help you back into work.
And between you, you work out what you're best off doing. I pick retraining. To operate one of these. If you need help applying for jobs, there's Job Club. Advice, free stamps, free phone. But if you want to work for yourself, they can help with money. Enterprise allowance. Janet set up her own landscape gardening business.
Janet? There's a whole new range of things to help you at your job centre. Restart, part of Action for Jobs.
Seen anything you like?
Yeah, I'll be back.
My gran. When she stopped having to pay income tax, she got herself a national savings investment account, like mine. It's brilliant for us non-taxpayers. You get much more, because national savings don't take tax off your interest, like your local bank or building society has to. Well, you should see what it's done for her. If you ask me, all that extra interest has given her savings a whole new lease of life.
If you don't have to pay income tax, open an investment account. It's the one with all the interest in full.
If you can play one of these, you can learn how to play one of these with Play It Today, the weekly course on cassette and in pictures that first shows you how, helps you rehearse simple exercises, then provides a backing track that you accompany.
You can play the piano part along with us.
Part 1 comes with a double-length cassette that also previews the whole course. So get playing today with Play It Today.
This is uric acid. This is acid-sensitive paper. This is the pain of cystitis caused by acid in your bladder. This is a treatment for the symptoms of cystitis, Cymolon. Cymolon neutralizes the acid and eases the pain. When you get cystitis, get Cymolon from Sterling Health.
St. Ivel Gold is a low-fat spread for people who like a creamy, golden taste. So if you're aiming for half the fat with a delicious taste, St. Ivel Gold will bowl you over.
It's the last few days down at the Texas Super Sale. Be there.
The very best of hot chocolate. Out now.
Visit the Royco show houses at Church Milton, Milton Regis to realize a dream. Telephone Sittingbourne 77432 for details. Prices start at around £44,000.
Relax with TV Times. Don't take a chance on missing your favorite programs on ITV and Channel 4. Relax. Let Helen Mirren tell you why she goes shopping in a leopard skin dress. Read about Hank Wangford and the snooker genius who coaches the stars. And there's a big star portrait from Hill Street. Relax with TV Times.
Entertainment this Thursday night on Television South. At 7:30, the return of the Brothers McGregor.
I see you're still catering to the riff-raff, Colwyn.
Oh, excuse me, Chief Inspector, but you're standing on me foot.
Don't mention it.
In Never the Twain, the return of Oliver's Valentine.
I've told you before, really, lovers, I mean, it was more of a brief encounter.
We know whose briefs you were encountering.
Comedy this Thursday on Television South.
Over on Channel 4 now, you can catch up with the very latest news. If you're staying with us here on Television South, we're going up north to visit Emmerdale Farm.